This is Mike Finnerty of the Sure West Sports Show, and the following clip has been brought to you by the Sure West Sports Show, airing on SureWestSports.com. Well, we're excited to bring you this week's shows. We finally bring you our top 5 high school football teams for this coming season. And Joe, you've been out playing a little football.
Wow,
is that a mouthpiece I just found? All right, well, we're at number 5 now. We left off last week with our number 6 team, Whitney. So here we are at number 5, Granite Bay Grizzlies, team we really like. Quarterback Brendan Keeney is now a senior. Their longtime head coach, Ernie Cooper. You know he's going to lead that team to a playoff. Let's talk about Granite Bay.
Well, Ernie's he's been a playoff regular, and we chatted with him, and he brought the fly offense from Aptos down to Santa Cruz area, which is about 60 degrees cooler than these brutal conditions here. And he, at first, when he came up here, he thought, "What am I doing here?" Well, he's built a terrific championship program with more to come.
And they're going to have quite a battle in the SFL, but we like the Granite Bay Grizzlies at number 5. Well, we are joined with Ernie Cooper, head coach, longtime head coach for the Granite Bay Grizzlies, Joe Davidson, myself, and just another camp preview, Joe. And we got the man right here, Mr. Cooper is Mr. Granite Bay. And Ernie, you made it back to playoffs yet once again last year, and you had Mr. Keeney under the center, younger man now. He's a senior this year. Let's talk about Granite Bay, this version, and what do you see different?
Well, you mentioned Brendan Keeney. He's going to be a 3-year starter. You talk to any coach that's been coaching for a while, you have a 3-year starter, you're feeling pretty good going into the season to begin with. You got a guy that knows the offense. You got a guy that knows how to check to the appropriate play if you have a check with me type of play. You got a leader. And, last year he threw for 2,500 yards, 33 touchdowns, and we really kept everything under wraps because he was the only quarterback on our roster. We did not have a backup quarterback. So our goal is we had to protect him. We couldn't run him. We couldn't do anything with him because really there was no backup quarterback. This year, I'm turning that big kid loose. So, we're not in the spread, but we're going to be in some shotgun, and we're going to run him downhill. And besides him throwing it, he's going to be a running force because he's one of the better athletes in Sacramento. I mean, he's a great, put together young man.
Oh, yeah. Tremendous. Joe?
To run the ball, certainly you need to have a good lineman, and you have an all-time great anchor in Gavin Andrews. Talk about him as a young man and as a talent.
Well, first of all, we've just loved that guy. He's another 3-year starter. When the recruiters would come in his freshman year, I would just have him go and stand next to him, and they'd go, "Oh, I don't have your name on my senior list." And he'd go, "Oh, no, I'm just a freshman." And they'd go, "Oh, can I get your name, please?" It was a lot of fun. And that kept him coming back. I had a real busy off season this year with him. Super young man, hangs out with us all night long here. He loves sticking around, watching film, doing whatever. He's not a guy that goes home and plays video games, so that's what we love about him. One of the greatest kids you'll ever be around. But when he's out on the field, he's a nasty guy. He gets, not dirty nasty, but he plays hard. Yeah, he'll bury guys, and he'll help them up right after the play. But he'll bury guys. 3-year starter again, strong tackle. We're probably going to run over him once or twice a game.
Yeah, you think? Yeah. And you talk about how big and physical is. He's also a premier wrestler, so he can do a lot of different things. You are high on Michael Bertolino. You say maybe Devin Wiley-ish. I think that's high praise. Tell us about him.
Yeah, he keeps saying, I don't want to hear about Devin Wiley, and I think one of his goals is they want to be talking about Michael Bertolino, instead of Devin Wiley. Michael's a great kid. He's another one of our captains. Brendan, captain. Gavin, captain. Michael Bertolino, captain. When your best players are also your captains, your leaders, you got a good thing going. Michael Bertolino is the hardest worker on our team, bar none. Good talent, extremely good speed, and great feet and hands. He's our flyback, one of our flybacks. We have a couple others. We're blessed this year with a few flybacks, but Michael's a guy that can really do it. Our goal is to keep him fresh for Friday night and then turn him loose because he's a real talent.
All right, Mr. Davidson and I are joined by quarterback Brendan Keeney, tight end and linebacker Spencer Breer, and you guys, big year for Granite Bay. I know you guys really want to make some marks this year. Talk about this upcoming season for you.
Yeah, well, we came up a little short last year in the semifinals. We really had a good chance, but this year I think we've had the mental edge of knowing where we can get as a team, and so we've really used that as fuel to come together and work hard.
Yeah, we got a lot of good guys this year, a lot of new incoming juniors that we've just been getting after it in the weight room, and we're hoping that our training will will help us do better this season than we did the previous season.
In Ernie Cooper's 15 years, he rarely plays guys two ways. He says you're going to be a two-way guy, so you got to be ready.
Yeah.
You got to have that Ernie type enthusiasm.
Right.
Do
Yeah,
you like
bring it
that
every
role
day.
and that confidence
Yeah.
that he's going to give you a two
Yeah,
role?
definitely. I love being the guy on both sides of the field, and yeah, I love offense and defense, so might as well play both.
And Coach Cooper also said that last year you were the only quarterback on the varsity roster, so they tried to protect you even though you still had big numbers. He said they're going to unleash you this year. You'll run the ball. Are you excited about your role and expectations?
Yeah, definitely. I could kind of feel the protection last year being the only quarterback, but we got some running plays in for me now, and of course throwing the ball around the yard. So looking forward to it. We got some big things on offense, and our defense is going to hold it down this year.
How comfortable do you feel? I mean, as a third-year guy, you just must feel. We saw you kind of mess around with the garbage cans and throw the ball around. Do you feel comfortable coming out like this is my team and I'm ready to go?
Yeah, definitely. Having 2 years under your belt, nothing beats it. You have the system by like the back of your hand, and you're just coming out and trying to make the guys around you better, because without them, you're just another guy. So just trying to get the team in, get them going.
All right, now we're with the big offensive lineman for Granite Bay, Mr. Gavin Andrews. Joe, you look like you could take. Nah, you can't take.
Well, I'd have to take him low, and then scatter out of there. But first question I want to ask Gavin is, the Mike Lynch inspirational beard looks like it's thinned out a little bit. Last time I saw you during wrestling season, it was this big, Grizzly Adams type thing. So what's going on with that?
I went up to June 18th to go see Oregon State, and my mom wanted me to look a little presentable. It used to be a lot bigger, but I had to trim it down a little bit. So now I'm just letting it grow out for football.
He shaved this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, it shaved this one. It's a good look for him, and hey, a good look for a Granite Bay offensive lineman is you as the anchor. You're a senior now. Brendan Keeney, a senior, another key part of your team. Michael Bertolino. You guys seem to have an offense that could do some things big time. Tell me about what you're looking forward to this coming year.
I'm looking forward to just getting in there. Not last year we were a big first half team. That's not what we're looking for. Four full quarters of just going hard, and we got the offense to do it. We got the explosiveness. We got a lot of like small name players, not just the big ones like Arik Bird, great halfback, moving in and out. We got a junior fullback who's just got his whole family's got a little lineage up here with the Partridges. So I'm looking forward to that, and we've got a pretty good solid offensive line to lead it.
As a third-year starter, you as a senior now, how much different are you as a player from 2 years ago, emotionally, physically, and all that? Is it night and day?
Sophomore year, I didn't know what I was doing. I came from playing defense freshman year to moved up to starting tackle on sophomore, and it was just a big step with all the calls. But sophomore year got me really good with it, so I can learn the offense better. And so then junior year, it was my time to just try to show as much as I could and do as much as I did, and I think I did pretty well on that.